Hey guys, good morning and happy Valentine Day. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's the Real Girl. This story that I'm going to talk about is very, very difficult to digest because it has to do with us black women, okay? It has to do with how helpful, how kind, and the type of hearts many of us have, and the way we struggle to build everybody around our family, our children, husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, and everything. And we continue to struggle all the time without no gratitude from so many people that we try to build up. Many of us literally sacrifice our life trying to please these people. At the end of the day, at times we benefit from all this helping and sacrifice. At times, most of this sacrifice end up in a very tragic way. So this one did not end up properly. This woman was a 39 years old woman with almost, I think, 8 children or 9 she had. And she migrated from Africa to the US with all these children alone, with the observation and everything that was reported that she was a single woman with all these children, raising her children alone. And she had this boy on this picture, a grown man that is supposed, after the mom must have worked very hard to raise these boys, he was supposed to be able to stand on his own and start working and taking care of his mom. Instead, he decided to become nothing but a nuisance and a liability to the mother. And this woman is a single woman. It is difficult at times to raise these children without their father around. That is why at times, a lot of times, I hold these men accountable that they should be in the life of the children they create. But you see many of them, they have children and they start running away. And this is going to be something that most African women should understand, that if you are dating a man and the man is not ready to be in the life of his children, is not ready to raise the children with you, whether it's with you or not, you should think first before you get pregnant or have a bunch of babies for them. Because at the end, you are going to be left alone with a lot of problem raising these children. At times when they are very little, it's not too stressful. It's stressful, but you don't have all these problems that this lady that end up with her life. And when you don't have backup, you don't have family, especially in this abroad, American and all those stuff, you don't have families that will like help you, encourage you, assist you in the home upbringing of these children. It is difficult. So let us read the news, what this guy did. You already saw it. He said, this guy, the man who fatally shot his mom in East Harlem this week, later fire shot at a stranger as he fled. As he was, after he did what he did to the mom, he decided to like disturb people outside. He wanted to fire a shot at people outside. His name is Musa Kamara. He's 22 years old. He has the mind to shoot the mother that brought him to this world. He has the guts to do something like this to his own mother. After the mother has raised him, made a lot of sacrifice for him, he decided to pay his mother like this with a shot. And she was struck in the eyes. What was this guy thinking, Musa? Doing this type of stuff to your own mother. Camera took off after the shooting and wound up on East 110th Street, where he randomly fired 3 times at a 29-year-old stranger who was simply trying to enter his home. After he did that to his mom, it's not enough. He went outside. He wanted to do something. Camera missed it and hit the building instead. Oh my gosh. I'm just summarizing it. He said police finally stopped him in Madison Avenue, and once he was taken to the police station, he began acting bizarrely, removing all his clothing inside his cell, cop said. Wow, life. What must this woman do to deserve this type of treatment? Huh? He initially was taken to Metropolitan Hospital for a psychiatric evaluation, but later charged with second-degree murder. According to police, Fatoumata, 39, had an order of protection against her son and a DM panic button inside her home, which she may have hit prior to being shot, cops said. This is really, really shocking. That she filed for a protection order against this 22 years old boy. And She was supposed to defend herself. Maybe she was taken unaware by this devil of a son. You see, why women, we need to be careful. We need to protect ourselves. Don't say that, oh, he's my son. No problem. No problem. If you say no problem, no problem, tomorrow when there is problem, who is going to protect you? This beautiful woman, 39 years old. Huh? This was the time that she's supposed to enjoy the fruit of her labor. Like, this is the time she's supposed to enjoy her life, even if the children is not giving her anything. Like, to raise plenty children like that at her age 39, it's not easy, and she still looks very beautiful. For your own son to come around and give you a quit, send you to 6 feet for nothing, it's so surprising. It's so painful. Too much aggression against black women, either from the husband, from the boyfriend, from the children. What do many of us deserve to have all these things? The way many of our young girls experience so many horrible things. We don't really deserve all this. And I read in another article that he has the son to go and look for a job. Your mama asks you, go and look for a job, and you decide to delete her. This is so painful. Black women, you need to defend yourself. If it comes to, oh, you are going to file a protection order, you are going to, those stuff, you need to kick him out of your house. He's 22 years old, for God's sake. He need to go look for his life. At 22, maybe Fatima to have 5 children by then. So why will you be keeping, I say 4, 5 children. Maybe she have already been with responsibility of children. And you have a man, this is already a man in your house. 22, in a country where there's a lot of opportunity, where he can work, he can do everything for himself, and he still want to live on you. He still want to stay under your roof. And you decide to maybe ask him to leave. And he might just go into rage and want to eliminate you. The uncle said he will never forgive the niece for what he did to the sister. This is so disrespectful to somebody that brought you into this world. Why do our men treat women this way? Why do most of them do this to women? Many of them want to live on women. They want you to feed them. They want you to care for them. They have that pathology of simping from women. The moment you stop, the moment you don't want to give them what they want to destroy everything you have built. They want to destroy you. Women, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. You see how this woman go to 6 feet? Just like that. For no reason. At 22, you are not supposed to be told what to do. Maybe you are still studying. You need to go look for a part-time job for yourself instead of still waiting for your mom. You want to simp from your mom. You want to eat from your mom. At 22, you are supposed to be working. In some country, from 16 years, you can work. So why will you go into argument with your mom at 22 that you don't want to work? You want to live on her? At 22, you are a big burden on your mom if you are not working, because you ask for money, you will need this, you will need that. It is not nice. Most children in abroad, if you are already 16 and the country where you are allow you to work, go and work. Go and work. Many of us from Africa, we are not up to 16 when we had many of you as our children. We are not even up to 16 or that 22 when we carry almost the family responsibility. We are not asking you to carry the family responsibility, but go and do some part-time job and get some money for yourself. You don't need to be told as a man to go and work. Most of these guys get this mentality, this behavior, this blood from most of their fathers that don't like to work. They want to have children everywhere and abandon the responsibility for these women, and they don't want to do anything. They want to work, they work for only themselves. This is really, really pathetic. We need to help our mom, help in any way to grow the family, especially when you have a big family like this lady. Imagine 2, 3 of them are working. The mom will, it will ease the financial burden on her. With plenty of children like that, she has to go to work. She has to care for all of you. You're supposed to know that from your 15, that when you have the legal age to work, you should go and assist your mother instead of eliminating her like a nobody. And we black women, we should be careful. We should be careful. There are things that we need to protect ourselves, our life. You shouldn't think that, oh, she's my son. No. We just need to protect ourselves. When you fight for things like that, kick him out of your house. If you need to change your place, your state, change. He will be able to survive. Because maybe she's a single mom now. She don't have a man at home that could protect her. When this big boy, this is a big boy, this is a big man, complete big man, will come to your mom's face like to threaten the mom. Maybe if she was living maybe with her husband or somebody at home, a man, because when man talk to man, man will understand. They could be able to face each other. But maybe when this big boy is talking with the mom, somehow she feel defenseless, no protection. It's so painful. Fatoumata, may your soul rest in peace. And to other women, try to protect yourself. Don't put an adult like this at home when he's not respectful, when he's abused, he does not respect your boundaries, your space as a mother at home. Please don't keep them at home, because you can't be sleeping with one eye, putting your life in danger in the name of you want to train your children. You can only train your children when you are still living. You breathe. When your breath is taken away from you, you can raise your children. You just need to be very, very careful. When you are going through a situation like this, you have troubled kids, and you know they are out of the legal years that they can stay with you. Let them go. When time comes, maybe they will think about the importance of you in their life and come back. Because at times, when we have our father and our mother with us, many of us don't value them. We don't value them. We just need to go and come back. Okay? So I'm going to stop this video now. RIP to Fatoumata, and the son is going to praise him for what he did to the mother. And bye-bye, everyone. And the family, I send my condolences to them all, because this is a very, very difficult moment. The friends, people around them, it is a difficult moment and a lesson to all of us that is still living. I love you all. Stay and rest in power. Fatoumata. Bye-bye, everyone. It's the real Edo girl. Bye.